I'm Colin Backhouse. I live in Totton, Southampton. I was referred by my GP to the surgery in January of 2013. It was discovered that I had prostate cancer and there had to be some additional tests. By June, those results had been received. I opted for surgery, but was then told it would be another 3 months, possibly until September, before I was able to have that treatment. The anxiety, as you could probably understand, is quite great. I decided that I'd go privately. That came around quite quickly in July. When you're faced with something which is potentially life-threatening, your anxiety can then turn to anger and wanting to have some explanation as to why the delay has occurred. So that's what prompted me to write to the NHS hospital, really to express my dissatisfaction on the way that things had gone. I felt they weren't really listening to what I was saying, and they seemed to think that the time scale was acceptable. I was told 3 months by the surgeon, who had actually reported back to them, the hospital, that was the case, and they disagreed with it. So it was inaccuracies like that that prompted me to go to the Ombudsman. Once I'd had information from the Ombudsman that an investigator had been appointed, I felt that I was being listened to. I was contacted on the telephone and also confirmation by letter. I was quite surprised with the process with the Ombudsman because not only did I have written confirmation of receipt of my complaint, but also telephone conversations with some of the staff there. That put it on a very personal basis. As a result of the Ombudsman report, the hospital acknowledged that the delay was too long, and I was able to have an apology. I was then recompensed with the amount of cash that I had provided for my treatment. In my case, the importance to make that complaint is to bring to other people's attention that you believe that things aren't going correctly. The feedback that I've had from the surgeon is that the Ombudsman's report and the requirements that the Ombudsman made of the hospital, it's improved the time wait. Interaction I had with the Ombudsman and the result did exceed my expectations. It was fantastic to have had that sort of outcome. Very positive for me and very satisfying that as a result of that, the hospital service would have been improved.